today is Cafeteria Day, so we're going to be doing some power rankings. We're going to power rank the quarterbacks first. Felipe, you want to give us your top 10 quarterbacks?
My top 10 quarterbacks after week 1. Number 3, Dak Prescott. Now, I know what you're going to say. He only put up 100, a buck something yards or whatever it was.
No touchdowns.
But America's team.
What are you looking for?
I'm just looking for the sanity.
Oh, yeah, there's none. Welcome back to another episode of Cat Talk by the Game Day. Happy Cafeteria Day.
Happy Wednesday.
We're in the cafeteria.
Cafeteria.
We're in the cafeteria. We're in the cafeteria. Yo, did
It's
you
not
guys?
hump day. It's Tuesday.
When it
bro.
comes out tomorrow.
When it comes out, hump day.
Hump
Comes out on hump day. If you ain't humping on hump day, you're doing something wrong, right?
I
guys?
haven't humped on hump day, and I don't know how long. I've humped. It's actually only been a couple weeks.
You win some, you lose most.
Shout out,
Guys,
bro.
You win some, you lose most. Sort of like the Jets.
No, they lose.
We have to talk about that.
We have to talk about that.
Matan was right.
Matan was so right. But you weren't right in a good way.
Hey, congrats, Matan.
I've been
You were
wanting to
right.
say this all day. After last night's Monday night, or the other night's Monday
Here
night
it
football
is.
game, is the Jets jetted. And it
That's not fair,
certainly was
though.
not in the way that I was expecting, and this is just a total tragedy. I was very excited. I think we were all super excited to see Aaron Rodgers in that green uniform.
The Jets are fucking cursed.
They're so cursed, bro.
Like-
It's such a shame.
Yeah, but they didn't- but
thank God you're not a Jets
I
Mets
kept
fan.
saying the Jets were going to jet.
Yeah, clarify.
I kept saying the Jets were going to jet, like thinking, okay, they're probably not going to be that good because of the Jets. And Aaron Rodgers was coming off a bad
Something's
year.
gonna go wrong,
like
yeah.
the roster, like Hard Knocks was hyping them up. The roster is so good. Everyone's like on paper, they're the amazing team. And I was like, I just don't buy it until I see it. And I thought like, oh, the Jets are going to go like fucking win 9 games and just miss the playoffs or something.
Your
that would be
point
so
was
Jetsy.
some sort of bad luck
Would
going
happen.
to
There would be
happen.
something bad that would happen to the Jets.
Twas
This was
inevitable,
not
my good man.
Aaron Rodgers tearing his Achilles was not the way I was hoping the Jets
sure?
would jet.
Did you see
Not
that?
at all. And
Bro,
I am disappointed.
Did you see that
I'm
one
sad.
guy call it on Twitter?
Yeah, that
It
was
was like when the thunderstorm and the rain was happening. Some guy goes, "Aaron Rodgers going to inevitably tear his Achilles on the
my
rain-soaked turf."
At
my
what point do
God.
we start
Bro.
also, like David Bakhtiari said it, how many times are people getting injured on that fucking field in MetLife?
I know, dude.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
What the fuck?
Didn't Dak break his
Nah,
leg
that was
there?
in Dallas.
It was in Dallas.
But
Did
both
you know I was
tore his
gonna say that?
ACL. So many other guys have like gotten hurt on that.
MetLife's the
field.
worst turf on the. They replaced it apparently this year.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
let's just put regular grass. What are we doing? We're
They're going to
behind the
replace it
times?
for the World Cup. Why do they care about soccer players more than they care about
That's what
football
Bakhtiari
players?
Because
said.
it's a bigger sport,
So,
objectively.
what about America?
Yeah, but fucking the NFL, most of the stadiums are grass.
But
Yeah,
objectively,
Anyway,
can I
I just
protect-
want to send
can
my
I defend the
condolences
Jets?
to Jets fans. I'm sorry that you did, in fact, Jets it. You're cursed.
They
I don't
won.
know- I don't know
Can I
what
defend the
fucking
Jets?
kind of curse
They
some
won. It
witch
was
put
sick.
on you
my
a
friend,
long time ago.
my friend Felipe would like to.
I was just
defend the
wrapping
Jets.
up. Go, Lipe.
You can't say the Jets jetted because it wasn't self-inflicted.
No.
Which
But it is Jetsy.
No, but it's so.
Well,
but-
yeah, Aaron Rodgers was like, let me fucking tear my
Well, I'm just saying we don't know that.
You're right, but I don't necessarily think that when I'm saying the Jets are going to jet, I don't think I necessarily meant like it was only going to be self-inflicted, though
Yeah,
that
I
is
get
what
what-
I
I
was
get what you mean.
expecting. It was what I was expecting.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what I meant. I think I just meant like the
But
Jets have
it's-
been historically so cursed that something Jetsy would happen.
But it is
and
just. It's so Jets.
It's
Not
the
only-
most Jetsy thing ever to have the most hyped offseason move of like in the
all
last
time.
10
The
years,
crazy
right?
thing is,
One of them.
Be one of the most
definitely.
hyped up teams
Ever.
in this offseason. We've been talking about them for fucking months, bro. Going
And now
into
we're
this.
never gonna talk about
and
them again.
3 snaps in, Aaron Rodgers is done. Like that is the most Jetsy
Adam's
thing
laughing
ever.
right now.
You know what sucks, Adam?
He's
I
so
think
happy.
Adam and I had a bet, and it was Jets Dolphins, and
It is
we had
nullified.
we had a couple clauses.
You are correct.
One was Tua injury, the other was Rodgers injury.
It's
So
nullified. That was at
It
the
is
draft. You made
nullified.
that.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Would you like to make
crazy.
another one though after the Jets are 1-0?
the Cowboys will finish with a better record than the Dolphins.
Okay.
It's not bad, right? It's
That's
not
not
bad.
bad.
It's not bad.
That's not bad. I'm gonna set a line
We
at
need
like
to- I need to
Cowboys
think about it a
minus
little
Cowboys minus 275 or 175.
Well, yeah. Will you pay
Yeah, I
out
would say
based off of the
spread
line
would be
that
about
they-
Minus
Cowboys
200.
minus 1.5.
Oh,
Will they pay the? Will you
No.
pay out the
no, let's
line?
just keep it even. Like whatever.
Well, I just think the Cowboys.
They're
are
both
a better
really
team.
good teams.
The crazy part is, didn't this happen in like 96 or 90, whatever it was? People were saying on Twitter with Vinny Testaverde, week 1.
Oh really?
Did it?
Like literally came
on the
in
Jets.
week 1, and ruptured his Achilles.
Oh,
my
yeah.
God.
I gotta find the exact thing, but which is crazy.
Jets.
Okay, this is crazy.
Jets.
Vinny-
Most depressing
Wait,
win I've
I
ever
didn't even
seen.
know this. Vinny Testaverde did the coin toss for the game last night. The same Vinny Testaverde that crushed Jets fans' Super Bowl aspirations in 1999 by tearing his Achilles in Week 1.
No.
living in the Matrix.
way.
You know what's
Horrible.
crazy?
We are
We are
living
living
in the Matrix.
Oh, my God.
History
It's
repeats
his fault.
itself, my
So
friend.
They had like
technically it is
Curtis Martin
self-inflicted.
then. Now you got
Yeah.
Breece Hall. The teams are probably pretty
Oh,
similar. That's kind of
no.
crazy.
That
Dude,
is
that
crazy.
actually is pain.
It was the most depressing. It was the most depressed I've seen a coach after a win. Like,
most
did you watch Salah's press
I didn't
conference at
watch
all?
No, his
Yeah.
face right after that happened.
He was in that press
when he
conference
zoomed
and he
in.
was just
Yeah, he's
so
gonna-
so
he's
depressed.
just gonna
address the quarterback position. It's not looking good.
Yeah, it
So
was,
I was
it was
like, oh,
so
what?
What do you want him to say?
No, nothing.
Exactly.
It's actually
Right,
sad,
Don't
man.
beat
It's so
around
sad.
the bush, which I respected.
No,
that.
I
Like,
agree.
They
but
knew. They knew. He knew.
I don't know. I hate the Jets more than anything, but I just felt so bad
So sad.
for
bro.
like
you
everyone.
hate to see one.
And
of
I've
that.
never
Bro, it
seen.
was-
And the problem is now everyone's gonna be rooting for Zach Wilson, and like I don't want to root for him.
Why not?
Here's another thing
'Cause
I was gonna say.
He sucks.
Here's another thing I was gonna say though.
Zach Wilson.
Because he's on the Jets. That's why you don't like him.
No, I liked Aaron
he
Rodgers
has-
as a
he has
quarterback.
sucked the last couple seasons. I was gonna say though, one of the other things that I noticed, but kind of came to mind last night after the Aaron Rodgers injury, that the NFL is just the goated sport when it comes to storylines. Always
So
right?
good for real.
They hyped up the Jets so much, bro.
God,
They hyped up the Jets so much. Like, and this is you can't write this script. I heard you make fun of me. I'm gonna just ignore it.
He wasn't making fun of you.
He said for real on God. He
It
said, he
is,
said
it
on
is.
God.
It is. It's goated. It is. It is. They hyped up the Jets so much. They hyped up this Aaron Rodgers move so much. Obviously, the storyline would go that Aaron Rodgers gets hurt in week 1. Zach Wilson comes in. They still can win games. Now, I'm curious. We've talked about this before, how insane it would be if Zach Wilson came in at some point during the season because of an Aaron Rodgers injury. We didn't expect it to be week 1.
Yeah.
And then Zach Wilson led them to the Super Bowl. That would be nuts.
That'd be fucking script
So
writing.
I'm holding on to some hope for Zach Wilson that he can be any bit good. Obviously, he didn't play great the other night, but that he can be good and take them at least to the playoffs. That would be exciting for the storyline of the NFL.
I mean, that'd be a good story.
Well, I feel
Yeah.
like it's just now Felipe might understand the assignment. Now that Aaron Rodgers is hurt, what would a successful season look
so
like
I
for
thought
these
about
New
this.
York Jets?
I think it was.
I still think it's playoffs.
Yeah.
A successful season? No, it's less.
it's making the playoffs.
It's
at this
making
point.
the playoffs. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
it's
saying.
making
I
the
think it's making the playoffs.
Yeah.
Make it.
Before it was winning a playoff game.
That's
now it's
true.
just making the playoffs.
Yeah, before
know,
it
I
was.
don't know, yeah, I
Nah,
don't-
before it was getting to the AFC Championship.
No, that
For
was
you. For you.
Correct.
We were
For
saying.
us,
yeah, yeah.
it's the
Yeah,
floor.
that was a
at
wild,
win
that
a
was a
playoff
wild
game.
one,
the
brother.
floor.
Now it's if the Jets make the playoffs, I agree. It will be a success.
Man, you act like we haven't seen Rodgers in a championship game like every year.
Lose it.
No, but new system. We can't expect
Exactly.
that. We
But
can't expect that. That's
It's also the Jets.
point was
like
the
yeah.
point
Jets-
was it's the Jets and it's Aaron Rodgers in a whole new situation. Like we weren't expecting that. But
So
now,
best case-
obviously, I think I agree. Best case scenario is they make the playoffs.
I think best case scenario is win a
win the
playoff
Super
game.
Bowl.
No,
obviously.
no. Best case scenario. I mean, look,
Most
yes.
successful, minimum success.
We want to talk ceiling unrealistic expectations. Like, go fucking win the Super Bowl still. You got
Yeah,
the roster.
we
to
could
do it.
say
Now that's unrealistic.
Yeah, that's unrealistic.
That's unrealistic as fuck.
Now you want to say that.
Go win a playoff.
It is though.
Oh yeah, because I
shit.
forgot Zach Wilson and Aaron Rodgers are the same
It's
quarterback.
pretty
are.
comparable, yeah.
Good shit, brother. Here's the thing. This is the worst situation for Zach Wilson to come into, right? Let me tell you why. Because first off, good win last night. It's not like he played very well, but they beat the Bills.
Actually,
You don't?
Let's hear why. I want to hear why first. No, from
First-
you.
No, I want to hear from you.
You
first.
started and
yeah.
Adam interrupted you.
Yeah,
Finish.
Adam
Go.
interrupted. Adam
I was
threw.
gonna go. I was collecting my thoughts.
Yeah,
Oh,
go.
okay.
He's gonna have to go against the best defense in the NFL for his first start. That is bad.
He's not playing the Niners?
Good take. Good take.
Even if it was the second best, it doesn't matter.
It's 'cause
he's
the
playing
Cowboys-
one of the best.
they're playing the Cowboys next week. Week 2, they're playing the Cowboys.
Like that is scary, bro. For Zach Wilson, I mean, he went against the bad Bills defense. Like they're not that good.
No.
They're okay.
Oh,
like,
we got
It's all right, yeah.
the Cowboys defense is insane. Like Adam loves PFF. After 1 week, Stephon Diggs, the second-rated PFF guy.
Dude.
Trayvon Diggs, 7.
Dude. What about
You mean
Osama?
Stephon Gilmore?
You said
Stephon
Diggs. Say it again.
Stephon Diggs and Trayvon
You got
Diggs.
Stephon Diggs and Trayvon Diggs, bro? That's crazy.
wild.
After 1 week, Stephon Gilmore,
Pure
number
Hooper
2 on
hours.
PFF. Trayvon Diggs, number 7. And he's actually number 7. He wears 7, so it's pretty cool. This defense
That's quite neat.
is pretty electric. So not only will Zach Wilson not have time to throw the football because that defensive line is going to be after him. Micah Parsons is going to kill him worse than he killed Daniel Jones. But the secondary is going to be crazy. Stephon Gilmore gave up a 12 QBR against Daniel Jones.
So fucking dope.
Daniel Jones couldn't complete a pass.
I think Daniel Jones' QBR was 8 that game, so it's a little worse than how he played.
Oh, 12
But here's-
PFF grade.
So-
To be fair,
But here's
Aaron
why I
Rodgers
disagree
couldn't
with
complete a
you.
pass either.
That's true.
Let me tell you why I disagree with you, because you're talking about a one-game sample size. I'm saying this is actually best case scenario for Zach Wilson, because the expectation for Zach Wilson to come in after this roster was totally, made up for Aaron Rodgers. Like, no one's
Roster's
expecting.
disgusting.
Yeah, it's not made for. Who? What happened?
J-Ball was just chanting Jets.
This Jets
behind.
team is not made for Zach Wilson to take them to the fucking playoffs. So Zach Wilson doesn't have expectations right now like he did when he was the third pick or the second pick or whatever it was. Now, if Aaron Rodgers had gone and won a Super Bowl and then he handed it off to Zach Wilson at some point, the expectations would be there to carry that torch. But because he has to come in
Fuck
with a lack of
expectations.
preparation, you just said this is the
Who
worst
cares
case
about
scenario for Zach
expectations?
Wilson.
This is
But I'm
terrible.
saying this is the best case scenario actually for Zach Wilson, because the expectation is not for him to go out and be the guy that he was when he was a top 5 pick.
How's the best case him facing the best defense?
I'm not looking at one game. I don't give a fuck about the game. I'm talking about the season.
That's all I'm talking about.
And I'm saying why it's not. I'm saying it has nothing to do with this
All right,
week. It has
that's
everything
the
to do with
next
the season.
conversation.
But he's only
up next on Sports Center.
Yeah.
What Adam wants to talk about.
Yeah, well,
Well, you said this is the best case scenario for him. I'm saying it's
Worst case.
Worst case. And I'm saying
Because he's playing the Cowboys.
it has nothing to do with the one game sample size. The reason it's best case is because it's the season.
But it's
That's
not a
why.
good case that he has to play the Cowboys.
it's also
obviously
not a
not.
good case.
It's a terrible start.
It's also not a good case that he doesn't get the season that we were expecting him to have, which was under Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
That's
obviously.
guidance.
Under Aaron
Obviously.
Rodgers' tutelage.
Obviously.
Tutelage,
Obviously.
exactly.
Yep.
I have a question.
Oh, Toodles
I
is
have
a
an
good
answer.
word.
With Aaron Rodgers being out for the Jets, which New York team is going to finish with more wins, the Jets or the Giants?
That one's hard.
Now we're talking.
Now it's a conversation.
Now we're having fun.
Both teams.
Now
both New
all of
York
us
teams,
don't know what to
Both
say.
New York teams had kind of tragic.
I said
performances.
Giants
Nah, the
before
Jets
this
won.
week, but they looked fucking.
The Jets beat the Bills. Like, let's give them credit for beating the Bills. Like, that's
That's true.
dope, man.
Well, we
the
could
Bills
talk
are a
about-
Super Bowl candidate. They beat the Bills.
We could talk about the Bills. We don't know what the Bills are yet. Like we
That's
don't
true.
know.
We
They
could
might
get on that
stink.
too. But I
Is
like
it
your
time to
question,
start a
so we should
dialogue
talk
about
about
Josh
that.
Allen?
Which
We can-
New
Let's
York
think-
team will finish
Yes.
the season with more wins?
Yes.
The Jets. Giants look so bad.
The Giants.
Yeah, but they played the best team in
Fucking
football.
go, bro. Fucking fuck.
Well, I also said the Jets were going 0-17 with Rodgers.
Let's go Jets, bro. Go Jets with me.
Jets.
The thing is,
haven't
I just
answered.
don't we're really going to go 2 years of this team being carried by the defense. At some point, you're going to need Zach Wilson to win you some games, and I just don't see that happening.
Can
Well,
I?
here's what it comes down to, right? The Jets. What did the Jets win? 7 or 8 last year?
8, I think it was.
They won 8, right?
8.
7, 8. So some.
It was close.
The Giants won 9.
I think 10.
The Giants looked
Let me
worse
look,
than last
honestly.
year. The
They
Jets
do.
looked better than
The
last
Giants, I think, regressed after that.
They're pretty close. They're pretty close last year. Last year they were pretty close, and this year I think the Jets are much better. The Giants
Why are the Jets that
potentially
much
worse.
better though? Like,
Their
They
de-
looked
their
a
defense,
lot better.
Their
But it's-
defense is
but their defense
absolutely
is-
No,
insane.
it's not like
the
they
Jets
added
have a
new
top
pieces.
3 defense now. Like,
no, I'm
They're
not
insane.
saying that, but did they? It's not like they added new pieces, did they?
Giants went
course they
9-7
did.
and 1.
What?
The
last year.
rookies, they came to play.
I'm saying, did the Jets add any new pieces in the offseason on defense?
Yes, the rookies.
I'm asking you who they are. Do you know them?
I forgot their names. We were talking
Will
about them
McDonald.
before. We were talking about them before.
Will McDonald? I don't know. I'm literally not
Nose
trolling. I'm
piercing
asking.
guy.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm
they
curious.
drafted in the first round pick.
Well, the other
Okay.
thing
I'm not a Jets fan. I'm not dropping names left and right.
The other
I'm
thing
just
you
asking.
can't-
I
the other
don't
thing
know.
You can't forget is like we always like young players take second season and third season.
Yeah, they had
Giants.
Jermaine
Quinnen
Johnson.
Williams
Yeah,
was
yeah.
So
fucking-
Quinnen Williams is
Quincy
amazing.
Williams
Sauce
was
in
fucking
year 2
awesome.
is going to be
Well,
better
Sauce got
or
burned by
as good.
Stephon Diggs, but
Like
That boy got
fucking
3
Garrett
picks in
Wilson.
the secondary.
Garrett Wilson
Yeah,
is
that
going to
was-
be way
that was
better
nice.
this year. Like their
Jordan
offense,
Whitehead?
Brees Hall is going to be better this
Brees
year.
Hall
Like,
looks good.
he looked great.
He looks
Like-
good, and he's not even back.
I'm
Like,
gonna
he's not
stick
even
with
100.
Right.
No.
I'm gonna take the Giants.
I'm going to take the Giants
Can't-
also.
I don't
we-
think the Giants team that showed up on Sunday night was the Giants team.
Can we start a,
Oh, it was
dialogue
the
about Josh Allen, though?
Midgets.
What do you want to
Is
start?
it time to start a dialogue about Josh Allen?
You can start it.
I think it's been started.
I mean, I think it's time that we actually finally look at Josh Allen's turnovers, the way that he plays and the decisions that he makes, and say that he's not a top 3 quarterback anymore. I don't think Josh Allen's top 3 anymore.
Well,
He led the league in picks last year. People always say Dak, but fucking Josh Allen was tied with him. I'll give you that right now. And he had 4 picks. He had 4 turnovers yesterday. He looked
Those
terrible.
were bad. No, those I
He
got
looked
They were all
really,
bad.
really bad.
They did not
And
look good.
all the picks were horrific decisions.
The
Like, they made
only
no
thing I'll
sense.
rebuttal with that with is like for the same reason we can't
He
say
had an
that
arm
this
punt.
was
I like an arm punt.
a good indicator for the Giants playing against one of the top defenses in the league. The Jets are one of the top defenses in the league too.
You still can't throw 4
No,
picks if you're supposed to be one of the best
only
quarterbacks.
reason I disagree.
Totally.
The only
But I'm
reason
just
I
saying, like,
disagree.
he went up against one of the top defenses in the league, and
Yeah,
they
but
shut him
he didn't
down.
even
Yeah, but
use
he
his
didn't need
legs
to
as
throw
much either.
3 of those. He literally did not need to throw it. It's not like Sauce Gardner made some crazy one-handed.
he had one where he
crazy
could have had a
play.
20-yard
just
run
throw it.
instead.
He
Dude, it
literally
was
just
what-
throw it.
who was it?
Before
Whitehead?
Jordan Whitehead had
Had
3
3
INTs.
picks.
Before the fucking half, he's like 7 yards on the first down and takes off trying to jump over 3 guys. Like the recklessness that this guy is playing with. Like
He looks like rookie Josh Allen.
I still think he's top 3, but I don't know what the fuck he's like. I don't understand the decision making because at some point, and it's the reason that I said to Felipe this morning, the reason I couldn't give Josh Allen shit early on was because they weren't really losing games. It's the same reason I don't give Dak Prescott as much shit for the INTs. They lose 3 games, both teams last year, right? You said that? Right. I don't know if I'm right.
We lost four.
We lost 4. Okay, 3 and 4.
Yeah.
But now if you begin to lose a lot more games because of that decision making, and don't get me wrong, the Jets defense was fucking electric, but Josh Allen gave them every opportunity to go down and score. If they had Aaron Rodgers, they could have fucking maybe kicked the Bills' ass
I think they
because
would've
of the amount of
smoked
times.
the Bills.
So
Yeah, they
Josh Allen is losing you games. So we say wins and losses QB stat. To me, that L definitely goes to Josh Allen.
Yeah.
For sure.
And so that's why I never give Josh Allen shit. The dialogue has been started, noted. Still top 3 for me though.
I'd rather
Can change drastically.
I'd rather have Jalen Hurts there, but we'll talk about it later. But I'd rather have Jalen.
Yeah,
Hurts
we're gonna get into
Jalen
our
Hurts.
we're gonna get
also
into
did
our
what you
top
said.
10 quarterback rankings
They did really great.
in a
They
minute.
won.
Should
They
we
won,
actually?
but he in a situation to
start
go
with
to secure the bag, to secure the game, he fumbled.
Yeah. He didn't
And
play.
so he gave the Patriots the game. The
I
Patriots
agree.
didn't take it.
I agree.
Same thing Josh Allen did, but the Jets took
I mean, were we too high on those top 5 quarterbacks last year?
I've always
Joe
said,
Burrow, Jalen
I've
Hurts,
always
Josh
said if Patrick
Allen.
Mahomes and the rest can be a conversation.
We've
for the
always
next
said
Yeah,
that.
honestly.
For the next
Always,
6 guys.
yeah, 100%.
So let's get into it then. Today is cafeteria day, so we're
Yeah.
going to be doing some power rankings. We're going to power rank the quarterbacks first. Then we'll do our team power rankings, and then we got a bunch of factor cap props. You ready for that? We're bringing it
Ready.
back.
I'm ready.
Factor cap. All right, let's start with the
built
top 10
ready.
quarterbacks.
Who wants to go first?
Jack, because you brought it up.
Sure.
Jack, why don't you give us your top 10 quarterbacks after week 1?
All right, here's my top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL after week 1.
Fuck yeah, dude.
We're going number 1, Patrick Mahomes. It's going to be that for the next 10 years. So
It's not Brock.
Well, he's might be
Wait
here.
for 2.
But no.
What was that?
I made this list based off of like kind of what we've seen this year and kind of just in
Raheem Mostert?
general what we've seen.
Tyreek.
Number 2, Trevor Lawrence.
Let's go. That's what I
yeah,
did.
hey,
Number
let's,
2, Trevor Lawrence.
let's
Ball the
take,
fuck
good
out.
take.
Ball the fuck out.
let's ride.
It's not that crazy. Number 3 is Jalen Hurts.
Nice.
Nah, that's
If
the
you
cat.
want, yeah, that's
Big
fine.
cat.
Number 4, Joe Burrow. Number 5, Tua. Number 6, Josh
Ooh.
Allen. Number 7, Lamar. Number 8, Brock Purdy. Number 9, Matthew Stafford. Number 10, Jordan Love.
Go.
I'll give Jordan Love some love.
You naughty dog.
That's a little saucy.
I didn't know. Yeah. I had like some overreacting, some underreacting. Some
Yeah, some were
reacting.
overreacting. Some were like, all right, we'll keep them there. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, if it was just based off of last week, like fucking Joe Burrow and Josh Allen on the list, but they have. To.
Yeah, but they
Yeah, but they got the sample.
But this
size.
is right now. That's the top 10 quarterbacks.
So
in the
so a
league.
lot of your ranking also was predicated off of wins.
Yeah, you know what I think about wins.
Their quarterback
good for
They
stats.
are.
quarterbacks.
They absolutely are.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, but Matt Stafford balled the fuck out against. the
Yeah, no,
Seahawks.
hey,
Jordan Love put up
we all
38.
got lists to give. They could be very similar.
Yeah, I feel like yours.
201
won't be.
and everyone else 10.
All
right, that's my list.
Not a bad
list.
list.
Yeah,
Some
not
overreactions.
a bad
Qualms.
Not a bad
Felipe,
list.
you want to
No
give us
qualms,
your
no
top
qualms.
10 quarterbacks after week
Let's
1?
find it. My top 10 quarterbacks after week 1. Number 1, Patrick Mahomes.
Shot.
Whoa.
You like that one?
That was good, bro.
All right, number 2, Trevor Lawrence. I'm with you
Let's
on
go.
Yeah,
Me too.
hey.
I have him there as well.
that. Thanks.
Oh my God. Do we all have Trevor Lawrence too? I
Trevor-
do.
you
I
also?
do too.
Trevor's so good, dude. He
I
looks,
I thought I
he
was
looked-
crazy when I did that. I was like,
Nah, he looked
Those
amazing.
saucy.
I mean, if we're
Spice.
just going like,
Not even overreacting. Like, forget like week 1 overreactions, all
I
this
was gonna
shit.
say.
I would
But
actually
just-
put Trevor 2 right
I was
now.
gonna say because after last year, I'm like, if he builds a little, bang,
And he
right
definitely
bang,
fan.
he banged.
Number 3, Dak Prescott. Now I know what you're gonna say. Oh, like he only put up a buck something yards or whatever it was.
No touchdowns.
But America's team.
They were in the red zone 4 times. They scored 3. They had the ball the Giants were so bad. The Cowboys only had the ball 7 times, and they scored
looking for?
5 times.
What are you looking for?
Cat.
What are you looking for?
I'm just looking for his sanity back.
Oh, yeah, there's none. He doesn't have that.
No, it's not there.
Let's be real.
Okay.
And
be
so
real.
the Cowboys scored on 5 out of 7 possessions. The Giants were so bad, the Cowboys only got the ball 7 times. They scored 5. That's incredible. That's efficiency.
in what
That means
way
your
is
quarterback
that
is literally
credited to-
managing the game to go win it, and they scored 40 points.
How is that credited to Dak Prescott at all?
Because he's the
Because he's
captain
Who's
of
the
the America's
quarterback?
team.
The
Hold
quarterback
up.
didn't do anything.
What are you talking about? They had the
he
ball
threw for
7
under
times.
200 yards. Yeah,
Matan,
because of
you know
the
what 5
defense.
divided by 7 is?
Because of the
Bro, you-
defense.
Matan, do you know what 5 divided by 7 is?
Yeah.
What is it?
I don't fucking know. I don't
Okay,
do-
it's a very high percentage. All right.
Okay.
Number 4,
You
Lamar
know
Jackson.
why they had that?
Nope.
Because of the fucking defense. Dak Prescott doesn't play defense last time I checked, bro. So Dak Prescott being in
W,
the top
Matan.
10 is a fucking
W.
stupid ass
W.
team.
Matan,
I
W.
just don't
Matan,
understand how
Matan.
you could even
Here,
like
let me do
logic
5 divided by
yourself
7
into
for
that.
you.
'Cause it's
Let's do it
Felipe.
together. 5 divided by 7.
Yeah.
71% of the times the Cowboys scored a point.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Either a field goal or a touchdown.
You
How
were
many of
literally-
those touchdowns?
bro, you
They
were
got in
saying
the red
earlier
zone
that-
3 out of 4
How many
times,
of
and they
those
scored
touchdowns?
75%.
Weren't you
Okay,
saying earlier
2 of
that
those
Dak
were
didn't even
rushing
play that
and
well?
2 of those were defense.
Well, no, I
which
said they
means your
didn't have the opportunity to
quarterback
get in the
was
red
virtually uninvolved. 2 of those were rushing, 2 of
Bro,
those
he
were
That's what
didn't.
I'm saying.
Hey, he
If the
just
Cowboys
virtually
played the
uninvolved.
Chargers, Dak would have thrown for 400 yards because that's the game script. If you're up by 40 points, you don't have to fucking score, and they still did
So
5
how
out of
is
7
Dak third
times.
then?
Because
He didn't do
we already
much.
talked about this. Like I said, Trevor Lawrence, regardless of just 1 week overreactions, he would be number 2 for me. Dak, regardless of 1 week overreactions, he would be 3. So regardless of week 1. Number 4, I have Lamar Jackson. Again, not overreacting. Number
Lamar-
5.
I didn't
Wait,
follow the
what?
logic. I didn't
Number
follow
4,
the logic.
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens
What?
won by 14
I'm saying
points, I
I
think.
struggled to follow.
Lamar
the
had a
Dak.
13 QBR.
That's fine. I have other guys in here that had low QBR. Justin Herbert had a bad QBR and he's in my top 10 still. Joe Burrow had a very low QBR.
I actually
and you had
totally
him.
forgot about
Joe Burrow had,
Justin
like-
Herbert. I completely
Joe
forgot
Burrow-
Justin Herbert
Yeah, because
existed.
Tua played him into oblivion.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Joe Burrow had like a 7 QBR and you had him 3rd. All right. Tua Tagovailoa, number 5. That's very high.
Oh, I got 2 people giving that man number 5.
All right. Thanks. Number 6, I got Brock Purdy.
Okay.
I
Higher
like
than
Brock.
me.
Well, now these are some overreactions off of week 1.
Oh, but you
But why
gave
do you
me-
got
Wait,
Brock?
wait. Then take Dak the fuck off that list, bro. What are you doing?
It's his quarterback, though.
You're
is his
Mr.
quarterback.
Logic over here,
Hey, it's
and
his
now your
quarterback.
logic
You're
doesn't.
objective.
You're like, oh, your previous logic doesn't line up with your brother.
It's on
My
this
top-
Felipe's list.
My top
It's
4
Felipe's world.
My top 4
We're living in
quarterbacks
it.
have past history in this. Number 5 and 6, Tua and Brock.
Hold the
A little
fuck up.
combination of last year, and they played well.
I mean,
yesterday.
co-MVPs. No,
Sunday.
no qualms, no qualms.
Number 7, Matthew Stafford played well. Number 8, Justin Herbert, still.
Deserves to be there. Forgot
Number
about
9,
him.
Josh Allen. Interception problem. Number 10, Joe Burrow.
Nice. 10
Stunning.
Joe Burrow.
10 is an awfully long way to fall for a guy that has past history as well.
Facts.
Like,
Why
like
Joe Burrow?
yeah,
10?
why, like that's
Well, we've always said Joe Burrow wasn't the reason his team was winning in the playoffs. Last year, Joe Burrow and the Bengals beat the Ravens. To be clear, Tyler Huntley, I was going to say Brett Hundley. That was another quarterback. Tyler Huntley, they beat. And Joe Burrow didn't score a fucking offensive touchdown. They won that game because Trey Hendrickson recovered a fumble and took it to the house. Joe Burrow's past
Why did the
history
Cowboys
doesn't
win?
weigh
Why
into
did the
this.
Cowboys win this last week?
because their defense
We
scored
won
twice.
by 40.
Just out of curiosity.
They beat the Ravens by
But
1
like,
point.
but
we beat
that's,
the Giants by
that is
40.
Hall of Fame hating.
That's not Hall of Fame hate. We beat a team by
Bro.
40. You guys cherry pick. I'm just saying. The Cowboys won by 40. Dak converted on 5 out of 7.
Joe Burrow's
possessions.
past
Cherry
history
pick.
shows that he's a top 5 quarterback regardless.
All right, I'm going to try and be objective right now. The reason I and you give Joe Burrow shit is because in the fourth quarter, and it's one of our main arguments, that defense has outscored Joe Burrow. But you brought up the argument that 71% of the time, Dak Prescott, they scored points, the offense. Was that all on Dak Prescott? Did they kick field goals? Like, because that's the same reason Joe Burrow, when he's in the fourth quarter, hasn't
Tony
been,
Pollard had
been
2
able to outscore
touchdowns.
defenses because he's kicking field goals. He's getting in
They
position
scored
to
3
win.
touchdowns.
But
Out of 4 red zone possessions, they scored 3 touchdowns. That's high conversion.
Okay, and we're getting inside
But
the
like,
fucking.
that's one
We're
week,
getting
like, Joe
inside
Bur-
the fucking red zone. We're scoring. We're running the damn ball. So if you want to say the logic around like he's gonna put up fucking 400 yards against the Chargers because that defense is fucking
if
ass
you're
in
putting-
game script, the Giants defense was
All
pretty
I'm
fucking
saying-
ass, and they're
I
gonna be
had
able to
2
run
at
the ball.
5.
I'm not saying. I'm
Felipe,
just being
if you're,
objective
if you're
here.
putting Josh Allen at 9 and 10, you have to put Lamar back down there as well based off of what happened this last week.
I agree.
You
No,
can't
No, because I had Lamar
you
above
can't-
them.
No, you
Because I already
can't-
had Lamar above them.
But you can't just pick and choose
Nah,
when
you
to
never
do
had
that.
Lamar
I'm
over
not
Joe
because I've
and
had
You have
Lamar.
to stay consistent with it. You have to stay consistent with it.
You
No,
didn't
let's
have
be real.
Lamar.
I had Lamar ahead of them already.
You've had Lamar over Joe and Josh.
Yeah.
I don't
I
think
don't
you did.
recall.
Yeah, go back.
Probably over Joe. He hates Joe Burrow. But
I had him over Josh,
thought
too.
I feel like the
don't remember.
consistent caps off rankings, at least between me and you, has always been Mahomes, Josh, Joe, Lamar, and then Jalen,
no, I think
whoever
Felipe's
Rodgers.
is different. He would have Josh and then like Lamar Rodgers.
Yeah, I would do that. But
of course
I've
he would.
always said after Mahomes, to me, it doesn't fucking matter. It's swip swap. None of these guys are.
swap.
Bro,
None of these guys are established.
but there are levels. There's Mahomes, and then there's the Hurts, Allen, and Burrow tier, and then there's everyone else.
I agree.
I'm
I
just
think it's
saying, you
Mahomes
give-
tier.
you
There's
give-
the Lawrence tier, and then there's everybody
You
else.
just
now.
love to give you give Jack shit for picking and choosing when he wants to use certain standards, and you just picked and choose versus Joe Burrow. and
Yeah,
Lamar
like
Jackson
you can't
and
just
Dak.
do that.
No,
Gotta be able
I
to
already
take
had
it if you
Lamar
dish
ahead
it.
of those guys. That's my ranking.
But
bro.
Lamar
Hey,
played
I
like
gave y'all
shit
my
this
ranking.
week too.
Hey, good ranking, bro.
Like
All right.
Lamar, but
Bro,
Lamar,
the reason we do rankings is so
but
people get pissed
why
off.
Why can't if Lamar plays like shit? Why can't you demote him like you did to Josh Allen and Joe Burrow?
They won.
They beat the Texans.
They won.
They did beat
The Browns might not be a playoff team, and they smoked the Bengals.
The Browns are
look very
a
much- the
divisional
Browns very
rival
much
they had
look
on
like
the road.
the best team in the AFC North.
Joe Burrow, but
they might not make the playoffs.
But Joe
True or
Burrow,
false?
but
The Ravens may not make the playoffs. The
all I'm
Bengals
saying
may
with
not
the-
make the
with the
playoffs.
Browns.
won.
All right,
But we're talking about one win.
talk.
Like, what do you mean?
They're in the middle of something.
It's the same fucking argument. You can't say the Browns may not make the playoffs without saying the Bengals may not make the playoffs. Like,
I don't know why you're talking about the playoffs now.
you just brought up
just
Because
did
to
that.
your point, I respond to your point, and then you bring it somewhere else.
you can't. How can you say the Browns may not make the playoffs? Like, on what basis?
What the fuck does the Browns not make?
You
Bro,
just brought up the Browns.
We're talking about Lamar Jackson. Why he's you asked why is he ahead of Josh Allen and Joe Burrow?
because you said Lamar won. Just because they win
You just
one
answered.
just because Lamar Jackson wins
But
one game.
aren't you the?
You
but aren't
just- and then you
but-
rebutted that
But if
and
you're-
then
but if we're
after
gonna use,
that,
if
I
we're gonna
said
use
that
wins,
Lamar was
if we're gonna
already
use wins,
ahead of
Lamar
those guys
won.
before that.
Lamar won, bro.
We're picking
Joe
and
Burrow.
choosing too
Joe
much.
Burrow has won in the playoffs consistently the last 2 years. Does that not mean anything then?
Yeah,
Because
well,
if you're picking and choosing when to use wins as a stat, you have
I'm not
you have
picking and
to stay
choosing. I had
consistent
Lamar.
with it.
I've always
gotta
accounted
stay
for
consistent.
I've always accounted for Joe
Should I
Burrow's
give
wins,
my
but I
ranking?
had Lamar ahead of
wanna
those
just
guys. You should have started. You're the one to just keep
No,
gnawing.
I
at me.
just. It's interesting.
I just said my
Lamar,
rankings.
Lamar beat.
Y'all want to talk?
Lamar beat a
I just
rookie
said my
quarterback in
rankings.
the Houston Texans at home.
I'm just trying to understand.
Congrats. Like, what?
I'm just trying to understand putting Dak that much higher and dropping Joe and them much lower, but then agreeing.
But then
in terms
Lamar
of
is
the middle,
five? Like, it doesn't
as
make
much as I
sense.
fucking love Tua,
you remember-
like we're picking and
you
choosing
remember-
when they're.
you remember-
Guys, this is reason we do this is so we get angry. Hey, why don't we hear Adam?
All right, go ahead, Adam.
It worked. Hey, you are content king, my friend. Well done. Way to piss off the
Objectivity,
people.
baby.
That was not objective.
Not
That
at
was
all.
not
Not at
objective.
all. But that's the point.
Okay,
It's our own
okay.
list.
It was
Okay.
objective to me. That's what
Yeah.
matters.
Go.
Bro, I'm
That's
so
called
happy.
subjective, bro.
Go. That's literally definition of subjective.
Hey,
Subjective.
here's the
That's
thing.
literally the
I
single
will
person's
say,
opinion.
I will say what I believe, and it stays consistent. That's all I'll say, bro. Y'all can say, like, if you disagree, you disagree. But you ask me my rankings.
You are
I'm gonna give
consistently
you my
hating on
rankings.
Burrow.
I
will
will
give you that.
disagree about it being consistent, but go on.
You disagree about everything,
Go.
bro.
Here are my quarterback power rankings after week 1.
Give it to us.
Number 1, Mahomes. Number 2, Trevor Lawrence. We've all said it. 3, Josh Allen still. 4, Joe Burrow. That's been my list. 5.
You.
Oh, you passed
Oh,
it.
no.
Burrow
I'm
over-
saying you still think after Josh Allen had 4 picks Monday.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the dialogue has been started. And
Joe
I'm
Burrow
listening.
still played bad though, so like
They both play bad.
Yeah, they both played.
Hey, both haven't moved. The only person that's moved to my top is
Trevor
Trevor
Lawrence,
Lawrence
yep.
because that dude's hair is feathered and lethal.
Good list so far.
Number 5, though.
Feathered and lethal.
King of the Porpoises. Tua Tagovailoa.
Hey, I had him
What's his
5-2.
full name?
Not going to say his full name. Been told not to do that.
Not
Not going to do that.
I
But he is
tried
Polynesian.
earlier, I
Shout out to the Polynesians. Dude,
Mano Ulapola?
Tua, I think, is going to
that
probably
you
finish.
think?
There's a
Mano
high
Ulapola.
probability Tua goes into that 7.65 this year if he can.
If he keeps balling like
balling
that.
not even 4.66. If he can go for 300 plus in 2 to 3 touchdowns a game, dude's going to be there. 6, Lamar Jackson, because I don't switch up. I only switch up when it comes to Tua. 7, Jalen Hurts, still there. 8, Matthew Stafford, which I think we all had Matthew Stafford at 8.
Stafford's dog.
Matthew Stafford was 7th
I'd have had 7.
in PFF grading
was
when
slinging
they
it.
won the Super Bowl. Still a fucking elite quarterback.
Led the league in
Wasn't
interceptions
healthy.
that year, too.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter.
Doesn't
'cause
matter.
They won games.
That's right.
And number 9, Dakota. Rain. Didn't do anything, but does
It's
have
Rain
a capacity.
Dakota.
It's Rain Dakota?
Rain Dakota Prescott.
Well, he went under anesthesia for that tattoo, and I've lost a little respect for him. But
That's very fair. Yeah.
I feel like part of getting the tattoo, as what's his
Is
name?
feeling
KFC
the
said, is feeling the
tattoo.
tattoo. Yeah. You know.
Don't be a bitch.
But number 10, I got Herbert, unfortunately. I actually wanted to take him out and put Brock Purdy in. That was the first thing I
Probably
had. But then
should've.
I was like, how could I?
How could you? Brock Purdy has led the league in QBR and pass rating
Yeah.
since he's entered the league.
But my honorable mentions would be Brock Purdy, Deshaun Watson, and Kirk Cousins.
Deshaun does not deserve to be.
Rock.
Yes, because Deshaun even played
played
fucking
like
horrible.
shit.
Played fucking horrible, and yet still had a pretty fucking good QBR. Still had the rushing upside.
He didn't have a good QBR.
Yes, he
had like a
did. He was
70
top
QBR.
10. No, he was top 10 for the NFL for quarterbacks this week.
There was some bad quarterback play this
Yeah.
week, though, to be
There was.
completely fair.
100%. I'm just saying. I'm using week one. This is
Yeah,
supposed to be
he-
week one.
Top 10, there you go. I
Deshaun
didn't know
Watson
that.
throwing as horribly as he
Looked
did,
terrible.
still found a way to win me my fantasy league. Dude's gonna be in that honorable mention.
no.
He was solid for fantasy.
He had 20 points.
I'm not
He
mad
had a
at that
rushing
list.
touchdown.
He had the rushing touchdown. That's why
Very solid.
But I did want to put Purdy in there. I think Brock Purdy's creeping into that 10.
he balled out.
He's played 8 games in his career so far. So once he gets to 16, 17, that's the season. See what he can do.
I mean, look, in fairness,
I feel like at this
Trevor
point,
Lawrence, the only reason Trevor Lawrence is really jumping all that high is pretty much the last 8 games of his year last
so
year.
why
and
can't
then
Brock
this
do
year.
that?
So why can't Brock do it? I agree.
because he's a system cornerback.
No, it's that we just don't know.
I'll tell you right now.
what he
Trevor-
is.
We do know. Like,
Trevor makes plays
Trevor
other
was the
quarterbacks
best
don't make.
player in college history before these 8
says
games.
Brock
We
can't
did it.
be
I'm just saying
that
the
guy?
reason it's
The last
different
pick in
is
the
because
draft.
he
Yeah.
was the last pick in the draft. He
Yeah.
didn't play. That's the only.
I'm here to
But who-
defend you.
yeah,
I'm
thank
in.
you. I'm
Brock
just saying.
Purdy's
I'm
coming.
also
Brock-
at
in on
some
Brock
point,
Purdy being
he's not
good.
a system quarterback. He's just a good quarterback.
Look,
I'm in on that.
Yeah.
I'm in on that. I'm just trying to explain why it is different than Trevor Lawrence.
It's all right.
We
Brock
already
Purdy-
knew before he played in the NFL how
Brock
talented
Purdy number
he was.
3 behind Trevor Lawrence.
All right, I have 2 lists. The first list was like I'm gonna explain. I'm gonna give you both of them.
Oh.
First list was like, okay, here's my initial no thought ranking. Can I start with that one? Mm-hmm. Because it was just like plums. This is what I'm feeling.
plummy
and then I
picks.
put some thought into it and reorganized.
I
a little
like
bit.
that. We should do that more often.
All right.
Stack at 3.
Here are my top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL after week 1.
Just
Number 1, Patrick Mahomes. Number
Shocker.
2, Tua Tagovailoa. Number 3, Trevor Lawrence. Number 4, Brock Purdy. Number 5, Jordan Love. Number 6, Justin Herbert. Number 7, Joe Burrow. Number 8, Lamar Jackson. Number 9, Josh Allen. And number 10, Aaron Rodgers.
right,
I got to give him his
Hey, Aaron
flowers.
Rodgers
Respect.
didn't
You made a
have
great
any
point.
incomplete
Respect.
passes
you
last
made a
night.
great point off the podcast.
Respect, bro.
Why are you
if
putting Aaron Rodgers?
If DeMar Hamlin got all that love, Aaron Rodgers deserves this love.
But you
too,
added some
bro.
context.
Right.
If DeMar
Pretty
Hamlin got all that
different.
love, it wasn't that good of a player.
Yeah,
DeMar-
exactly.
Well, DeMar Hamlin almost
He also
died.
died.
That's true.
Well, his Achilles.
Did die.
Okay.
I'm just.
Yeah,
I'm,
I don't mind that list, Matan.
Hey,
I'm
thank
just talking-
you. That
I
was
don't-
a
I don't
plums
mind it
list.
either.
It was a plums list.
Honestly, it
Tua.
wasn't even that bad, even if you were thinking about it.
Yeah, thank you. Tua.
Stick with that list. Fuck it. Don't even say the other
Yeah,
one.
fuck the list.
That's the
Two.
list.
Do you want to hear my little bit more thought out one?
yeah,
Sure,
you put,
I like
Slightly
you put
more.
2 a 1.
No, I put 2 a 2. Mahomes was even
2 a 2.
even the plums told me Mahomes
down.
was 1.
2 a 2.
All right, here's my slightly more thought out list. Patrick Mahomes 1, Trevor Lawrence 2, Joe Burrow 3. Still think he's good enough. Lamar Jackson 4, Jalen Hurts 5, Josh Allen 6, Tua Tagovailoa 7, Justin Herbert 8, Brock Purdy 9, and I put Jordan Love in there at 10.
Hey, I had him at 10 too.
By the way, slightly
Haters.
more thought out.
Haters.
Slightly
Jordan
more
Love
thought
better
out.
than Dak?
Yeah.
He had a much better game.
No, he didn't.
He did.
Dak converted on 3 out of 4 in the red zone
Oh
and 5
my
out of 7
God.
total.
Dak
Y'all
Prescott
don't know how to watch football.
didn't
That's all it
throw
is. It's okay. You can
touchdowns.
admit it. You can admit
Dak
it.
Prescott didn't throw touchdowns, didn't break 200 yards against a shitty
Tom Brady threw
Giants
1
defense.
touchdown in like 3 of his Super Bowls, bro.
Okay,
Gives a fuck.
yeah, fine.
We're not talking
should
Super
go, right?
Bowls.
Bro, it's
But how
fucking
many
week
third
1.
downs did Tom Brady?
We're
convert in
talking
those
week
Super
1.
Bowls?
Probably a lot. I don't know.
Fucking week 1.
I will. I do ask the question. Now, I don't actually think anyone would ever overtake Patrick Mahomes. They shouldn't. But if we were only going off of like,
Trevor Lawrence is the only one that can do it.
Right now, yeah.
I didn't even finish, but you knew what I was going with.
Say it again.
Trevor Lawrence is the only guy that can surpass Patrick Mahomes. He's that talented.
Like in one, you're saying in like career, or you're saying like this season?
No, in like 3 years, he keeps balling out and he gets 1 ring. We could have a conversation that Trevor Lawrence is
If
better
he
than
brings
Patrick
if Trevor Lawrence brings a
All right,
ring
let
to
me paint-
Jacksonville, he's immediately right up.
Let me
there.
Better
paint
player.
Let me paint the scenario.
Not
then.
greater, right? Because if he only wins 1
Yeah,
ring
I was gonna paint a
and,
scenario.
and an MVP.
Depends.
Mahomes.
It
Y'all
depends.
overthink everything. We're talking about the best quarterback like while they're both
At a
in the
given
league,
moment.
Trevor Lawrence can be better than Patrick Mahomes, but he needs to have a ring and he needs to
It could
play
be a
consistently for the next
Brady
couple
Manning
years.
type of thing. I feel like.
Yeah, I was
That's
going to
what I'm
say,
saying. Yeah.
if Mahomes doesn't win another ring, and in 3 years Trevor Lawrence has 1 and stays maybe at that 2, that's where it becomes like a conversation.
Yeah,
is what you're
absolutely.
saying.
By the way, that I'm not overthinking anything. Peyton Manning was the better player. Tom Brady is the greater player. He has
yes.
the more
The better-
accomplishments.
Right.
He's the more accolades. That was all I was saying.
The better comparison
exactly
is
the same.
Tom Brady in like 2010, let's say. He has 3 rings. Aaron Rodgers comes in and he's a starter at like 2011. I think he won MVP or whatever it was. Aaron Rodgers has no Super Bowls, nothing, but he's the best player in the league right now and he's better than Brady, even though Brady has 3 rings.
It's kind of like when Mahomes came in. Tom
That's
Brady
what I'm
was
saying.
the best player in the league, but then you were like, okay, like this motherfucker, Patrick Mahomes is that guy. Like,
Yeah.
Could happen.
I just think on pure talent alone, when I watch like we we were talking about it, and we all put Trevor Lawrence into that tier where Joe Burrow and Josh Allen were. Like, he just feels like he's playing the position the most naturally. Like, it just feels easy for him. The way he's reading it, now he's learning the
balls
defense.
in tight windows too. Hey,
He was so fucking good at Clemson, and obviously he had Urban. Yeah, he's so fluid. Like, Josh Allen always looks like just that Superman complex. Joe Burrow, like
you live and die with Josh Allen for sure.
For sure. But you would throw like Joe Burrow
Joe
would
Burrow's
throw it up,
smooth,
and
but he's not. He doesn't move as.
But he
smooth.
didn't move smooth. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence, like I feel like he's doing a little salsa dance back there. You know,
you're right.
Trevor Lawrence. There's a reason he was the best college prospect we've seen in forever.
Yeah,
like
ever. Yeah,
I'm here for it. You know, shout out Florida. We produce football teams.
Yeah, you do.
Shout out
All right, speaking of football teams,
is Trevor from Florida?
No,
but he plays in Florida.
Jacksonville.
Where is he from?
I think he's from the Carolinas, brother.
I think he is.
Yeah.
Let's talk about football teams, shall we?
Football,
The
like Washington
football
football
team?
team?
No, let's talk about power ranking.
yeah,
the
let's do
football
it.
Teams, the NFL team power rankings after
Yes, we
week one.
should. Yes, we should.
I didn't make a list, but I feel
know
like
what,
we
you-
could dome it. Can I dome it?
You
Yeah.
could dome
Dome
it,
it?
yeah. Or you could say who we could do our list, and then you could be like, I agree with that one the most.
I'm gonna forget. Can I just dome it?
Dome
without
it,
looking
dome
at
it.
anything?
Just dome it.
All right.
Well, I kind of liked
Cowboys
that
won't make
part.
a list.
I kind of liked that
Just
part.
to spite Felipe.
I feel like
Who's won?
you play the objective person. Who has the best power rankings?
Well, let me go.
Let him make his list.
Let me
Let
go
him make his
first.
list. He wants to make his
But
list.
that's
Let
what
me
I
go
was saying.
first
It's
off the
based off
dome.
of our list. Whose list is the closest to what Matan would make?
Well,
That's what I was
or we
saying.
can just hear
Or
it.
I want no. I want no. I want no fucking sway. That's what I'm saying.
right.
All right. Number one, San Francisco 49ers.
Good man.
Number
Smart
two,
man.
Dolphins.
Dallas Cowboys. Number three,
Respect.
Kansas City Chiefs. I still think they're that good. Number four, it's so sad that the Jets are done. Number four.
The New York Jets with Zach Wilson.
Number four.
The Buccaneers.
Can I? Number four, Dolphins. I'll give it. You give it the Dolphins. Number five.
The Raiders.
Big
win. Big win.
Jack, can I get a
Number five, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let's fucking ride. Jags down. Jags up.
Jags up.
Jag
yeah,
up.
what?
Jag up?
Let's go.
Jag off.
Let's
They
go
almost lost to
jagging.
the Colts. They almost lost to
Jag
the
up.
Colts.
No, but they won.
They did win.
Jag
And
and
they're good.
Hagar.
I'm excited about them. Number six.
I'm excited about them.
What other teams are there?
You got the Seahawks.
Yeah, number six. I'm gonna go with.
You got the
It's a
Bears.
good one. Number six. I'll go with the Baltimore Ravens.
Okay.
Number seven.
Nice. Washington
Oh, I haven't
Commanders.
gone the
They want to
Bengals.
know.
Number seven. I'm still gonna give the Bengals. Number eight.
Yeah.
The Bills. I'm gonna switch that. 7 Bills, 8 Bengals.
Nice.
9. Oh, I'm forgetting the Eagles, bro. Let me
No,
adjust
they're
that.
at 9. They're at 9.
No.
Eagles
Eagles
are-
are 9.
Eagles, 7 Eagles, 8 Bengals, 8 Bills, 7 Eagles, 8 Bills, 9 Bengals, 10.
The Giants.
This is off the
No,
dome, by the
no,
way.
no,
Give my friend Matan
It
some
is off-
respect.
remember,
all right?
this is
Give him
off the
credit.
dome.
He's going off the
Dummy.
dome right now.
And
Wa-
then
the Washington Commanders.
And his hands are
10.
farting right now.
10.
Pretty
Fuck,
impressive,
this is
man.
hard.
Can anyone else do it?
Rams.
10, no, not quite yet. Oh,
Texans. I knew it.
no. The Minnesota Vikings.
Ew. What?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh
Fuck.
God.
No.
I'm sorry.
Everything was fine until then.
I'm sorry that my dome.
No.
That is
No.
that is
I gave
nasty.
you the
No.
Bears.
No.
Browns.
I gave you the Raiders.
I don't think they're better.
They're not. I was
I
kidding.
can't say they're better yet.
You don't think the Packers are better than the Vikings? Because
I can't say they're better yet.
Oh my God.
The Lions.
hey,
I still feel good enough about the Vikings offense.
can I go
that,
mine?
Like they're gonna be good enough.
Yeah, you can. You're in order.
Yeah.
So
Here are my nice, good point, math. Here are my power rankings leaving week 1, heading into week 2. Number 1,
the Miami Dolphins.
the Dakotas. 2, the 49ers. 3, the Eagles.
Why Cowboys over Niners?
It's just, I've said it. I said it on Monday's pod. The fact that they beat the living shit out of them without really having to have the offense do it. Well, sorry, 3 out of 4 in the red
Thanks.
zone,
Well,
which was crazy.
look at the stats.
But
Thanks.
Ridiculous.
without them having to see anything from the offense, I was very impressed.
Oh, but the Niners played really well on offense and defense and beat a team.
Yeah, no,
that-
all 3 phases, but I saw 2 phases, and I was very impressed by the 2 phases. So I'm going to take the 2
phases outscored
phases
3.
over the 3 because it's closer to 1, which is where
It's
Tua
not
is.
worth it.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
No, I got
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I got the Niners 2, 3 Eagles, 4 Chiefs. That team's. I still believe
Yeah,
in Patrick
Patrick
Mahomes,
Mahomes, yeah.
but you know,
Good.
I don't know how much
Hot take.
we need. We need wide receivers. We need weapons. 5. Don't need to talk about that
Miami
one. 6,
Dolphins.
the Baltimore Ravens. 7, the Jags. 8, Lions. 9, Browns.
Lions.
10, Bengals.
Not the
Damn.
Lions.
So I had 3 teams in there.
You the Bills? Where you Bills?
I forgot the Bills.
All right. Well, that's your
realized
list.
I forgot the Bills.
Too bad.
All right.
I forgot Justin Herbert. So
Yeah, I'm just looking where I would have put them. I'm just like thinking where I would have put them. The Bills probably would have went. The Bills probably would have been 10 over the Bengals, just because I think I actually have no idea why they would be in there. I don't know. That's my list.
Yeah.
I don't know. That thing's gonna change drastically.
I think the
after
Bills are
this
better than the
week.
Lions and the Browns.
Yeah, the Bills are better than the Lions, but I credit their win over the Chiefs. Like the same reason, I want to credit some wins. And who lost on my list? The Bengals lost. The Chiefs lost. I have 2 losses in here. Otherwise, I thought about the Packers. So
Nice.
yeah, that's a lot. That's
good list,
the
man.
Thanks, man.
bro.
All right, my
Flipper.
power rankings after week 1, I got Cowboys 1,
No.
Niners
way.
2, Eagles 3, Chiefs 4,
Ooh.
Dolphins 5.
We're 5 for 5, Flipper. Let's fucking.
Jags 6, Ravens 7.
Wow, you and I are in lockstep right now.
Are we so far?
You had Jag 7?
Yeah.
Oh, we're in
No,
lockstep.
I Jag 6.
Oh,
Dolphins
and then
5, Jag 6.
switched the
He
Ravens.
switched. I have Ravens 6, Jag 7.
Ravens 7. I was actually I was in between
Oh,
those
that would have
two.
been crazy.
8, I have the Bengals.
Okay.
Where did you have the Bengals?
10.
9, I have the Bills, and 10, I have the Packers.
Yeah.
I like that
No
list.
Browns?
So you guys reminded me of the Bengals. I forgot they existed.
So you
And
forgot the
when you said
Browns?
that,
Yeah.
I had the Browns at 10.
Oh,
And I had no Bengals.
Oh, you
so I put
switched
the
it.
Bengals at 8 and then moved them down. Browns got kicked out.
That's tough
feel
for
you.
them. That's tough for them.
I will say it's a good way to make your power rankings is to like just throw all the teams you think of and then they kick them. Notes kicks it out for you.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I forgot the Bills. I didn't adjust it, but
Yep. I did too, but then you guys reminded me, and I kicked one team out. for
also
this.
we got 2 kickers.
Yeah, we got a kicker on that one. Yep.
Shout out Kareem Hunt, man.
Shout out. Oh.
God, like Justin Tucker. You could have gone in so many different directions. with
The
that
one thing I got to give credit to is how quickly that one hit us. too. That was so-
How quickly.
oh man, Lord have mercy.
All right.
Sweet baby Jesus.
All right, I'll go.
Jack, give us your team power rankings.
All right, here's my top 10 teams in the NFL after week 1. Number 1, 49ers. Played the most complete game out of any team this week. Good job, guys. Number 2, Cowboys. Number 3, Dolphins. 3.
Good job, guys.
3 Dolphins?
This might be
Yeah.
the first time in Caps Off history that there's 4 guys on this podcast giving the porpoises love and high.
Yeah, maybe. Number 4, Eagles. Number 5, Chiefs. Number 6, Jaguars. Number 7, Chargers. Number 8, Bengals. Chargers still put up 32.
Yeah,
Like, their offense is still nasty.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the
if they would have
defense-
won against the Dolphins, it would have been a different story.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like,
it would've,
I had
but
to give them some
they
credit.
didn't.
It was a close game.
If the Cowboys lost by 40 points, then they would
No,
have been
that's
different.
the
You know,
story.
I
W
didn't,
take,
I didn't
bro,
think
for real.
about that,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah,
That was
yeah.
pretty close to happening,
I'm
too.
just saying,
All right,
opposing
can we
hypotheticals.
be-
So I
enough
went
of the
Chargers
Giants
7,
slander, all right?
8 Bengals, 9 Bills, 10 Packers. Unfortunately, because I forgot the Bills earlier, you had to kick out the Lions.
I
Wanted
don't
the
hate
Lions
that.
in there.
I
Lions
don't
don't
hate
belong
that.
in there. But you got the Packers at 10.
Packers 10. Packers look
Bro.
fucking good, bro.
I don't hate that at all. The Packers looked. If
I'm excited to see Packers-Lions. That should be a fun game.
Oh, yeah.
comparing, here's an interesting one: NFC North, Packers, Lions. What was like a more decisive win for you leaving Week 1, being able to say like this team's for real? Was it the Lions win or the Packers win?
Packers. Because the Packers played really, really well, and Jordan Love played really, really well. Like, the Lions just played less shitty,
Yeah,
I feel like.
I feel the exact same way.
Yeah.
And the quarterback matters. Like, they had to see Jordan Love play.
Yeah. Once we saw he could actually ball, we're like, oh,
I also think
fuck.
that, like we've been saying, like that defense is
But
underrated.
this
a good
team's
team.
hard, man.
It's a good
And the
team.
Chiefs, a little handicap without Chris Jones and Travis Kelce. We know they're going to get them back, so not
be a
too
di-
worried about them.
They're going to move back up the power rankings, I think, too.
very easily.
Probably.
Probably.
Should we do some factuals or capsules?
Factuals or capsules?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Welcome back to the segment of factuals
I
or
don't-
capsules.
So we might have a
with
lot of
Adam
new,
Tavechnik.
we might. That's exactly what it sounds like. We might have a lot of new listeners. You want to let them know what Factor Cap is?
Yeah, sure. I'm going to give a prompt, and the prompt will be factor cap, insert prompt here. And these boys here will say fact or cap.
So you're gonna give
Is
a hot
it
take.
true
We should probably move
or
through this
is
quick
it
today, huh?
false?
Yeah, we're gonna do quick ones.
All right, we're
So
going to
it's
go
a
through.
Are they hot? Are they normal? Are
They're
they
hot.
cold?
They're hot. They're takes. I'm going to give you an
They are
NFL take.
takes.
I'm going to give you an NFL take. We're going to run through this quickly. I'm going to give you an
Let's go.
NFL take. You're going to tell me if it's fact or cap.
All
Ready?
right.
Factor cap, the Jets can still make the playoffs without Aaron Rodgers.
Fact.
Cap. I don't feel good about it, but
Defense
I say
is good enough. Fact.
Defense is only good enough.
They just
Nope.
beat the Bills.
Nope.
I'm going to say fact.
I was going to say defense is only good enough to do it 1 year, but they missed the playoffs, so that's why I stopped talking.
Fact.
Factor cap, the Bills won't finish top 3 in the AFC.
Fact.
In the AFC? Oh, fact.
Fact.
I gotta think about that one. Probably fact.
That means they won't
Wait,
win the
won't?
division. They're not going to win the division. The Dolphins are winning the division. Fact.
Let's say the Bills won't finish
top
with a
three
top
record.
3 record in the AFC.
Yeah, that's
Fact.
better.
Fact.
Fact.
Yeah, fact. I mean, you gotta lean
Josh
that way.
Allen could be a problem.
But I will say now that
Well,
Aaron
that
Rodgers
could be good.
Now that Aaron Rodgers isn't
yeah.
there, it makes a different story. Because Aaron Rodgers always being there, someone was going to be the benefactor of that.
True.
Actually, it's not a benefactor.
Factor
Can't
cap,
benefit from it.
Tyreek Hill will be the first wide receiver to win MVP.
Cap.
Cap.
I mean, if Tyreek goes off like that, Tua's probably winning MVP.
Yeah, I was going to say
Facts.
cap.
Yeah, it's a quarterback award.
It's a quarterback award.
Unless Micah wins it. This
Unless Tyreek
So
does
good
go.
point.
But what
Osa also 3 sacks.
But if Tyreek goes
He's
for
on
like
pace for everything.
2,100, I don't know. If you like murder the
I
record.
mean, he'll win Offensive Player of the Year.
I mean, bro,
obviously.
Nah, if you murder the record, if you get north of like if it's 2,040, then
Nah,
no,
but like
if-
Cooper Kupp didn't win MVP.
Yeah,
He didn't even get any MVP votes on it.
And Kupp,
I think he did.
and I don't think Tyreek can.
Should've.
How many receptions did Tyreek have last year? Because like for him to have a better season than Kupp,
He's gotta
had
surpass
that
him on
year,
everything.
He needs to like have more receptions, more yard. Like it's a crazy thing to do.
Sure, I'll say cap though.
I'm gonna say cap. Factor cap. The Cowboys are the best team in the NFL.
Fact.
Cap.
We literally just did our
Cap.
power rankings.
Fact.
You said cap?
Cap.
Oh yeah, you said
The
Niners.
Niners.
You said Niners. That makes sense. Checks out. Yep.
Yeah.
I think they are.
It's
Not.
kind of a boring argument. I mean, there's 2 teams that are probably the best, and either one is right.
Yeah, but the Niners. By the way,
The good thing is we'll see them face off against each
Just out of
other. That's
curiosity.
pretty
In
dope.
person.
True.
Yeah.
Jack,
Yeah.
what did the Niners do inside the red zone? 3 of 4, 2 of 4.
You know, I don't know
that.
that number off the top of my head because I don't need to make arguments like that to prove how good my team is.
Oh,
You just see with
Facts.
your own eyes, you know?
I mean, it's pretty objective numbers.
Factor cap. Geno Smith last season was a one-off.
Guess what I'm going to say?
cap.
Facts.
Cap.
Fact.
Cap, it was 1
fact.
week. I actually saw that he didn't play that bad. Like I was looking at, I saw
What
the
did he
advanced
do?
analytics.
Yeah, the advanced analytics.
What about his DVOA?
A lot of it was DVOA. I didn't get to check out yet. I was gonna get to that later. Actually, I didn't make it all the way down there. But no, I just saw some advanced analytics that suggested that the offense played very poorly and didn't allow him to really succeed as a quarterback, as other quarterbacks, get the opportunity to. So I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think we can say that yet.
Still fact for me.
So you're gonna say cap.
Yeah, cap.
Yeah. I also think it's cap. Factor cap. NFC North is the best division in the NFC.
NFC North.
NFC North, cap. They're disgusting. They're gross.
I
think East
Cap.
is.
Cap. NFC West might be if the Rams actually are solid.
Maybe. I think it's between the East and the West. NFC East ain't bad. Washington might not be that bad.
don't know
And Cowboys
that.
and Eagles are gross.
Because the thing is, I don't know what that Giants team is. I think the Giants are better.
I still think it's the East. Yeah.
I still think it's the East, but the
would
North
say
is
cap.
not as.
But it doesn't matter about the think about Washington.
Then all.
Yeah, but I think the Giants are better than Washington.
Do you?
North,
Yeah, they played the
right,
Cardinals.
man.
What do you mean? They played the Cardinals, the worst team in the NFL, and they couldn't even put up more than 16 points.
It's more than 0.
Got me there.
W.
I mean,
Fact-
again, there's not many things that Felipe says you could argue with.
True. Factor cap. Tua Tagovailoa will be a top 5 quarterback by next offseason.
Fact.
I gotta think about that one.
To the point where we're all offseason we had those pretty consistent top 5 guys where we are replacing someone and putting him in that top 5 conversation.
I think cap, but I think he'd definitely be in that 7 to 10 range. Like, absolutely be in that 7 to 10.
I'm gonna say cap for the exact same reason. What'd you say? Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Fact.
Nice, bro.
Good take.
Louder. One more time.
No, no.
Can you give please don't do it louder.
Don't do
Can you
it.
give a prediction of how that ranking's going?
Fact.
Can you give a prediction of how that ranking's going to
Adam
look?
goes to the
Sorry,
Alps one time, bro.
curious.
Did
I'm
you-
curious who you think he's going to be ahead of.
Did you hear? By the way, did you hear what I said?
Fact, yes.
What'd you say?
No, please.
Don't
Please
say
stop.
it.
Please
Just
Louder.
Give it to me.
Ben's like, fuck that, bro.
who
Yeah, hurt
Yeah.
Ben's ears again.
who do you think he will replace? The top 5. Who will Tonga Failoa? Tonga.
So let's give
Failoa.
Tonga
context.
Tuavaloa.
My
Replace.
top 5
Tumanaloa
had Aaron Rodgers in there with Lamar Jackson. I think he replaces Aaron Rodgers because, you can't do anything without an Achilles.
Okay, so rank
That's a good point.
So
How I think it'll be next
Yeah,
year?
yeah,
I think
yeah.
it'll be Mahomes 1.
Lawrence.
Trevor?
Oh, fuck. I forgot about Trevor.
Yeah,
You gotta think
bro.
about it, bro.
Mahomes
Before
1.
you start saying facts.
Mahomes
6
1,
times.
Trevor 2.
Burrow, Allen, Tua.
Yeah. I mean, just with 4 INTs on Monday
Yeah.
night.
Not
Like,
Lamar?
if you... Dude,
Hurts?
you can't be doing that. Nah.
Lamar?
That's hard.
I always say... Purdy. I had Lamar in there before, so
Geno?
I don't know. I don't know, man.
Jimmy G.
Don't make me do this.
Just say fact.
Fact.
I'm going to say cap.
I said fact. I said fact!
You did. All right.
Sorry, Ben. With
2
the
more.
headphones on.
Fact or cap, Trevor Lawrence is in the same tier with Joe Burrow and Josh Allen.
Let's say it on
Fact.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fact.
I can't do that shit. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty clear, I think.
Same tier? Not above?
Factual.
Oh, not above.
I think it's in the
Same
same
tier.
tier. I think it's in the same
I
tier.
suggested that earlier, but like I mean, he just outperformed them this week. But they're in a similar tier.
Last one. Fact or cap, Josh Allen stinks.
Is that actually the factor cap?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cap. Oh, what? Is that actually it?
Josh Allen stinks.
Did you
bro.
watch
Yeah.
him play last night? He stunk.
He stunk.
He did
stunks.
stink last
He
night.
stunks.
He stunk.
He stunk.
Yeah, he stunks it.
He doesn't stink.
Is he still dating Haley Steinfeld?
Yeah, so he doesn't stink.
Yeah,
Oh,
cap.
he's got to smell good for her.
Yeah.
He's cap.
That sounds great,
That's
man.
cap.
Yeah, well, that's all the factor caps I
Oh.
have. Jack, I realized something that I meant to ask you at the beginning of the episode when we were talking about the Jets-Bills game.
Yeah.
I noticed you lost your voice.
Yeah, very much so.
Is that because you were at the Jets-Bills game last
It indeed was. Yeah. Yeah.
Can you
yeah.
tell us about your experience at the Jets game?
This is the biggest roller coaster ride of my entire life, that game.
Yeah.
Like, I get off the train, and there's a shelter in place because there's a thunderstorm. I'm getting drenched trying to find this damn tailgate. And so I get there, and I get drinks, and I'm like, all right, cool. We're back. Feeling
Got
good.
some beers.
Drinking. I had some
Football.
steak. It was pretty
Oh,
cool.
nice.
Steak?
Yeah, there's
What
steak
type?
at this tailgate. Oh, around like
Strip steak?
6:30, 7.
No, what type?
I said what type? Not time.
Oh, no, I thought you said time.
So 6:30
Couldn't
you
tell you. It
had-
was just cut up steak.
Probably like a
made
skirt.
well.
It's probably like a nice little skirt.
Couldn't tell you. I'm not a steak expert. But had that and went to the stadium, and it was sick. There was like a light show and everything. Seen Rodgers come in, get
was the
introduced.
energy
fucking crazy.
electric?
The Jets.
It was
looked more
probably the
energetic
best
than
energy that I've felt in the crowd ever.
That's
And like we
insane.
were at the AFC Championship game last year.
Oh,
with
you're saying
that
ever.
Arrowhead.
You're saying of all time.
Ever.
So hold on. So the Giants or the Jets are officially New York's team.
I was going to say that.
By a
Well,
mile.
Dude, we
By
knew
a
that.
mile?
We knew that.
It's not even close.
No, we had a debate last
Bro,
night.
the NFL is better when the Jets are good or at least have hope. Like,
I don't know.
it was-
if the NFL's better.
it was fucking
City of
awesome,
New York.
dude. I loved it.
And
It was
then
very
what
fun.
happened after Aaron Rodgers
Oh
got
yeah,
hurt?
so
How
it
did
was
the
like it was sick.
stadium
First
atmosphere
drive,
change?
like crowds going fucking berserk and everything like that. Like it is so loud, like I'm screaming my head off. And then like all of a sudden you see like we didn't even know that Aaron Rodgers was like hurt. You see Zach Wilson on the field, you're like, all right, maybe he's a
Oh,
gadget.
you didn't see him sit down on the ground and like
no,
them
like, we
help
just
him
we just
off?
thought like, oh, maybe he's like hurt for a sec, but like he'll be back.
Yeah.
Like we have no idea. And then we were like, all right, maybe it's just like a little gadget play, like a one-off. Like Rodgers is like on the silence replay, and then he'll come back. Then Zach Wilson comes out again and again, and then you see the sideline. And there's a cart with Aaron Rodgers. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Jesus Christ.
They don't show any of this on the replay board or
Bro.
review board or
Yeah, of
anything
course
like that.
not.
So you have no idea what the fuck's happening.
That's crazy.
And there's no service in there, so you're like trying to scroll on Twitter. You're like, what the fuck?
Did everyone in the stadium just get silent?
Yeah, dude. I don't think there was anyone up cheering or anything like that when the Jets were on defense or anything at all until mid third quarter. Damn. Like,
Dude,
Yeah.
figure it the fuck out.
And then
yeah, I know.
how did everyone react when they won?
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a,
No, it
that
was
was a hell of a
fucking
way to
sick.
win.
That's a crazy way to
Like-
win with all the emotions, too.
When that kid walked
At
it
some
off.
point, you could tell people stopped like
Caring.
getting like hung up all over like Rodgers being hurt, and they're like, you know what, we're still at this game. Jets have a chance to win. Fuck it. And so like when they came back and tied it and then went up, everyone was going nuts like on defense and everything like that. People were hella loud. And then like
return.
I remember I was with Jay Bobby right before the so like once in overtime when they stopped the Bills, Jay Bobby's like, let's get a good return here. Pretty fucking good return.
pretty damn good.
Pretty
It's
fucking
good
good
as it
return.
gets.
That was pretty
No,
sick.
it was sick though. It was the biggest roller coaster ride of emotions that I've had in a game ever.
That's pretty sick.
Like it was crazy.
Insane.
Because you didn't go to Geyer versus Alito in like 2013.
If I went to that, dude, that would be different.
That shit was crazy, bro. Shout out. We played at SMU
my
Stadium
God.
too.
Texas high school football. Go to
Shout out Guy.
Go Wildcats.
Shout out
Yeah.
Dang
Huge
guy.
comeback win, bro.
What about LFA? How did you guys do that year?
That year, 2013, I was an assistant coach actually that year.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
let's go, bro.
You guys run the spread
Ravens?
or the
We lost.
West
I
Coast
think
offense?
we lost in like the wild card. We didn't run the West Coast office, and we ran a Wishbone.
Wishbone. I mean, I love Wishbone.
Yeah, man. Pretty good.
All right, well, good shit, boys. That was the cafeteria day. I guess you guys are gonna do a fantasy episode Thursday.
We got a fantasy episode tomorrow.
Thursday.
Yep.
Fantasy episode coming out Thursday. Then we're gonna have our look ahead
Nakua.
episode for the Sunday and Monday slate of games coming out Friday. So stay tuned. If you want to bet on anything for the NFL season, don't forget to go to thegameday.com/promotions. There are really some sick offers for NFL season, so be sure to take advantage of those.
Live stream?
Live streams every Sunday. Reminder, every Sunday,
Sunday,
12 o'clock Eastern, ahead of football. We'll be live streaming, doing a pregame show, talking about what the games will look like, any kind of storylines, narratives, all those things. And then we're going to do a watch-along as well for that throughout the entire first slate of games. So
we're also going live on TikTok Thursday night.
Thursday night, yeah.
Football.
Adam's going to be giving some fantasy advice again.
Well, that's playing Thursday night football.
Vikings and
Eagles.
Oh,
Vikings, Eagles.
It's not that bad.
At Philly?
At Philly.
It's not that bad. We're going to see how bad the Vikings really are.
That'll be a fun game.
Eagles might put up 60.
Go Vikings, bro.
Dude, anything's possible.
It's a good take.
Anything's possible.
I kid you.
Hey, if you're listening right now, please leave a review.
Yeah, give
a
us
rating.
Give us 5 stars.
Give us 5 stars.
No, don't just leave a rating. Leave like a good one.
Give
Nah,
6
it could be a bad
stars.
one, but
Say why Felipe is so correct with saying the Cowboys went 3 out of 4 and why that matters the most inside the red zone.
I'm just going to be hung up on that for a while.
I just
Hey,
thought it was so
if you
funny.
go 3 for 4 from the three, right? Let's say like Steph Curry.
No.
Good night, 75%.
That's
I
Hall of
understand
Fame
it.
numbers.
I just found it funny because it's like when I argued DVOA. It's just like something.
Okay, that's not that niche.
Nope,
3 out of 4 is not that niche.
Nope, it's
as far as
pretty
scoring
niche.
points.
Anyway, thanks for listening to the Caps Off podcast. We'll see you next time.
Make sure to bring your
Yo.
DVOA if you're listening.
Yeah, do it. Bye.
DVOA.
Peace.
What would your power rankings look like? Let us know in the comments. If you want an expert's opinion on the power rankings, make sure to go to gameday.com. You're going to find it all. And while you're there, hit the promotions tab. You're going to find everything you need to go bet on this NFL season. We'll see you.